just to be back here, and how much have you learned about yourself and started to appreciate loving the game of baseball again?
Since I started doing good again, you know, before last year was really tough for me to struggle at the same time. But you know, once I got the surgery and you know I got healthy and you know came back to play the way I play, you know, feeling good right now.
What did you do in the offseason to kind of maintain the health that you had last year? I don't know if through the course of the season it kind of wore on you a little bit. Did you have to kind of re-amp up your rehab and that kind of stuff?
Yeah, you know, after the first half, I got a little tired from the surgery, but you know, it wasn't really bothering me. But you know, I kept playing, and you know, once we got to the playoff, you know, the emotions and the energy obviously went up, and you know, I went through it. But after the season was over, I got my rest, and you know, we kept working with the same plan and attacking the surgery, the rehab stuff, and it's been really good. I feel really good right now. It hasn't bothered me at all, so I feel great.
Probably coming into a new season, what are your goals for yourself this year?
Honestly, the same. Staying healthy is my biggest issue. Playing wise, I play anywhere. You guys know, wherever AJ put me, I'll be there. Be trying my best. But you know, just staying healthy, and I will take care of the rest.
What does it mean to you that the organization brought in Fromber and Verlander and signed those guys up this team?
You know, obviously that every year we're trying to do everything. I mean, something better and get better as a team and as an organization. And I think we have been preparing for these moments since, you know, I got here. That I saw the whole switch and the whole things that the organization made adjustments to get us comfortable and ready to play.
Those are the veteran guys. How about the young guy, Kevin McGonigal? You're playing shortstop with him. What do you know about him, and what have you learned so far? And how can he help you guys?
You know, we're getting to learn from each other all the time. There's always something that a player, a teammate, or a coach, you can get out of it. So I come here every day and try to do, you know, the best I can and to teach and to take home, you know, something from the day.
Obviously, you spent most of the day at shortstop day. Yesterday, you were shagging balls in center. You did a couple plays at third today. Are those the three main, and where else would you like to play?
Oh, I don't mind. You know, once I got my role, you know, I'd be good with it. You know, AJ hasn't told me anything about moving positions. So, but you know, I like to be moving around, especially when we're hitting batting practice. I like to go out there and shag. And you know, today during the drills, there was nobody at third, so I didn't ask. I just went to third, and you know, AJ hit me ground balls. So I'm open. You know, I'm open to whatever.
Emergency third catcher?
I've been there a couple of times, probably 5 times in my career, and I think 2 of them was here in Detroit. Yeah. But well, I thought I was the emergency catcher, but it wasn't me. It was C-Mac.
Okay. Javi, how much does it? I know what your country means to you in the WB. How much does it hurt you not to be able to participate with your teammates there?
Oh, you know, it hurts. It really frustrates me. You know, one of my dreams, or any of my teammates from Puerto Rico, is, you know, is their dream too. You know, to play in Puerto Rico, 14 Puerto Rico, with our families there, with our fans, our country or our island. You know. It's just frustrating. Nothing I can do, or just happy for all my teammates that they do got the chance to represent, and there's a lot of them going from here to different places, and you know, obviously I'm happy for them.
NBA tried to work to get that suspension overturned. Were you disappointed that it ended up you couldn't do anything?
Honestly, I don't want to point fingers to anybody because this is all my fault. You know, I'm the one that failed the test and the rules over there. But you know, there's one job that I got to do is play baseball. You know, I think, I don't know if they didn't want me in the WBC or whatever, but it's just really frustrating that I won't be able to be there and you know, to be part of this, that it's been a long time that we haven't played this tournament in Puerto Rico. And when we did, I think it was 2006, and I was in the stands as a fan, and I had my cousin pitching against Dominican, I think. And, you know, to have the chance to be part of that, and now it's away from me, you know, it really hurts. It really hurts my family, my reputation. But it's part of it, you know. Other than that, I got a long season to go, and I got to prepare for that. And, you know, this offseason I really worked out to be ready for the WBC. And, you know, now I'm ready to go. So got to focus on my spring training and, you know, be ready for the season.
A lot of people say it's 2026. Why are they still testing and suspending people for weed? Like, a lot of people didn't even know that was still a thing. Do you have any opinion on whether that?
I mean, honestly, I understand the rules, and I understand that there's different sport. You know, and the rules is not for us. It's for different sport. It's not like I was taking steroids or anything to last longer or whatever. So they took that decision. I'm fine with it. I'm not fine with it. I just keep my mouth shut, and, you know, I didn't want to put a statement or anything, because I think in a statement you can put whatever you want. You can edit, you can add to it, you can put it however people want to see it, you know. And it's different when you feel something. And you know, there's a lot of people mad, there's a lot of people frustrated, but it doesn't hurt more than it hurts me, you know. So, but it's time to turn the page and just get ready for this season, and, you know, try and stay healthy.
Javi, was playing center field like a new exhilarating chapter in your long career? How do you assess it, even as you look at the last year in the rearview mirror?
Honestly, for me, it was really exciting till the day we play. I think it was an exhibition game in San Francisco, and I had to play center with the sun in my face. That's when I got really nervous. But after that, I think I took out a fly ball, and it kind of when my pressure went away, and I was just really excited to be out there.
What do you think is the potential of this team?
You know, for many years, fans and players and organization had the thought about Detroit and the team. I think we got a really good team, young team, and with other additions that we did this year, you know, I think we're going to be in a really good spot to go even farther than last year.
You brought up Kevin McGonigal a second ago. Kevin brought you up this morning, said that he's someone who he looks up to you, and he's learned a lot from you. Do you remember someone when you were his age that you had a locker near and you thought it was the coolest thing and you learned a lot from him?
Yeah. I mean, honestly, there's many players, many teammates that really helped me in different situations. I think I got invited to big league camp in 2012, and there was, you know, Stalin Castro, Alfonso Soriano, Barbuena. There was Miguel Montero. There was a bunch of veterans that, you know, they grabbed me and, you know, they put me under their arm, and you know, I was doing their routine. I was following them, you know, and, you know, I was being a big prospect was kind of a big deal back in the day, and I didn't want to feel like that. I wanted to feel, you know, another player of the organization, and they really helped me with that, you know, and once I can help players and you know, make them lose to be themselves, I'm always open to help.
How important is that feeling of belonging to helping the other piece, the talent, come along?
You know, I learned from my oldest, you know, how to be patient with situations out of baseball, you know, in a clubhouse, and understanding, understand that every head in that clubhouse is coming from a different place, with different nations, different accent, and you gotta accept, how they are and what they do.